Guys, today we are going to talk about a somewhat private but super interesting topic, semen. Men have deep feelings for their semen. Every time they finish looking at the mysterious liquid coming out of their bodies, they probably have to sigh, oh, what a pity, it's wasted again. In their hearts, semen is the essence of the body, and it feels like a little life that has no chance to come to the world. How can it be thrown into the trash can as garbage? Long ago, there was a saying that one drop of semen is 10 drops of blood. Now, there are some strange theories such as semen can beautify is the best nutritional supplement. So, let's talk about it today. In addition to being used to give birth to children, what other uses does semen have? First, let's talk about whether semen has high nutritional value and can be used to nourish and beautify. Semen is actually a kind of body fluid which is composed of sperm and seminal fluid. We all know what sperm is for, so let's focus on the seminal fluid. More than 90 of the seminal fluid is water, and the remaining less than 10 includes fat, protein particles, pigment particles, phospholipid bodies, aminos, free amino acids, mineral ions such as calcium, potassium, and zinc, as well as enzyme sugars. Some people's semen will accidentally mix with urine, which is a bit embarrassing. Some people may say that there are minerals, proteins, and sugars in it, which sounds very nutritious. That being said, we have to look at it in combination with the actual situation. The average amount of semen ejaculated by men is only 5 ml at most, just a little bit. Even if all of it is used, the real nutritious ingredients in it are pitifully small. If you want to supplement nutrition by taking a large amount of semen, I tell you, even if you make people exhausted, it may not be effective. It is better to eat a quail egg, honestly. I think that the saying that semen is nutritious and can beautify is probably a theoretical basis made up by some men in order to coax the other party to swallow it willingly or spray it on the face. So don't be fooled. Semen has no special nutrition at all, let alone the effect of beauty and skincare. Whether it is taken orally or applied externally, it is basically useless. Not only that, some semen may also carry bacteria and viruses, such as gonorrhea, syphilis, and AIDS. If you swallow it or apply it on your body, the risk of infection is very high, which is simply asking for trouble. So what is the greatest value of semen? Without a doubt, it is still reproduction. At present, in the medical field, semen is mainly used in assisted reproductive technology to help couples who cannot conceive naturally due to fertility disorders to realize their dream of having a baby. However, although there are studies exploring the value of certain components in semen for disease diagnosis and treatment, this is still in the experimental stage. If you want to truly apply it to real life, it is still a long way to go. So, if men don't want to waste their semen, they can consider donating sperm, which can also be regarded as contributing to population growth. But not everyone can donate sperm if they want to, and the threshold is high. First of all, your sperm quality must meet the standards, and there are requirements for age, height, and education. Previously, there was a semen research project in Hunan, which observed the semen quality of more than 30,000 young Chinese men, sorted out the data from 2001 to 2015, and published it in the academic journal Fertility and Infertility. This is the largest study on the semen quality of young Chinese men. The results are a bit surprising. The proportion of qualified donors is dropped from 78 in 2001 to 80 in 2015, which is less than one-third of the original. From this point of view, the reproductive value of semen is now a bit hanging. All male compatriots must pay attention and hold on to this last value position. Let's talk about what standards normal semen must meet. Male compatriots can quickly check whether they meet the standards. The first standard is the amount of semen, which is very particular. Too much or too little is not good. The normal male ejaculation volume is 2 to 6 ml with an average of 5 ml. If the semen volume is less than 2 ml, it is oligospermia, which is common in accessory gland infection, incomplete retrograde ejaculation, and seminal vesicle hypoplasia. If the semen volume is greater than 6 ml, it becomes polyspermia, which is generally caused by hyperfunction or inflammation of the accessory glands. Hypergonad is M of the anterior pituitary and high androgen levels. So, the amount of semen must be just right. The second standard is color. Normal semen should be milky white or milky yellow and appear as a semi-fluid liquid. If you abstain from sex for a long time and don't release yourself, the semen may appear light yellow, which is normal. But if the semen is white or clear yellow, you have to pay attention. It is likely to be a zoosporachme. If the semen is bright red, light red, or dark red and contains a large number of red blood cells, it is hematospermia. Hematospermia is not a trivial matter. It may be caused by diseases such as functional hematospermia, seminal vs. iculitis and prostatitis, as well as seminal vesicle cysts or expansion, and even tumors and other rare factors. If you find that you have hematospermia, you must stop having sex immediately and go to the hospital for treatment. Don't delay. The third standard is viscosity. Under normal circumstances, the newly discharged semen will quickly coagulate into a jelly state and then slowly change. If the newly discharged semen is like rice soup, it may be congenital absence of the seminal vesicle, or the seminal vesicle fluid outflow duct is blocked, causing the semen to become thin. If the viscosity decreases, it may also be due to low sperm density or a zoosporachme. This viscosity is like making porridge. It tastes bad if it is too thin or too thick. The last standard is liquefaction. At room temperature, semen must be liquefied within 15 minutes after being ejaculated. If it has not liquefied for more than 60 minutes, it is not normal. If the liquefaction time is prolonged, incomplete liquefaction occurs, it is necessary to consider whether there is inflammation in the seminal vesicle or prostate. This is not a joke because this situation will significantly hinder the movement of sperm in the female reproductive tract, and it is impossible to go up to the cervical canal and uterine cavity, not to mention going to the fallopian to meet the egg, and it will be difficult for the woman to conceive. So if male compatriots find that there is a problem with their semen liquefaction, they must go to the hospital for treatment immediately. Let's talk about these things about semen today. I hope that male compatriots can understand their bodies well and protect their little secrets. If there are any questions or something wrong, don't hesitate to consult a professional doctor.